What's up guys? So today I'm going to show you how to get these really cool looking assets in your Illustrator. So basically it's just this really cool technique. I got most of it from Mobox graphics, but I am going to show you my really cool little twist that I added to it. So if you guys want to see another just version of this, just like the beginning part of it, I will leave a link in the description below to Mobox graphics video. I think they did a really good job of explaining it as well. But basically, to start off, what we're gonna need is our star tool. If you just hold left click on the rectangle tool and you just go down to star tool, you'll have it right there. And I'm just going to hold left click and hold alt and shift from the center, create a nice star. And we're not gonna have a fill here, but we are gonna have a stroke. And so now that we have this selected, what we can do is go to our direct selection tool, and if you see in this top right hand side here, you'll see the corners here. If we increase this all the way to something crazy like 44 works, 45 I guess. So now we have this shape here. If you guys are confused as to like how to get this corners option right here, basically you want to go to your window, go to workspace, and make sure you're on Essentials Classic. And then that will give you all of these options on the right hand side. That will also give you the corners here. So that's how you do that. And once you have this shape right here, what we're gonna do is actually use a gradient. We are not gonna use a solid color. So if we go to our gradient option right here, and from here what we can do is we can select two colors that just really look cool. Personally, I don't really like using black with the gradient. I like using two different colors. So if we do something like maybe a light blue or a cyan for this, and if we do like a green over here, and I'm just gonna modify these colors so that they're a bit different, more so in this area of green. I don't really know what to call that color, and I'll just modify this blue a little. Perfect. And I'm actually gonna up the stroke on this more, so I'm just gonna increase the weight of the stroke right here to something like 5 would work. So once we have that finished, what I'm gonna do is go to object and go to edit, go to copy, and go to paste in front, and then take this copy, right, holding alt shift and expand it to like right here. And for here, what we can do is we can swap these around, so we can have the green on the left side, the blue on the right, and we can just change the color again to something different just to make it look cooler. You guys are gonna see in the final version of this why we're doing this. So I'm just gonna take this color, and I think something like this looks pretty cool actually. So we can do that, and we can change this to a blue. And so again, we're gonna go to edit, copy, edit, paste in front. And again, alt and shift, and we'll just drag. So here, I'm actually gonna decrease the size of this because we're getting out of the proportion of the document size. So I'm just gonna bring this more so in the middle. If you guys are wondering what my document size is, it's just a standard 1920 by 1080, nothing special. And what I'm going to do, actually, we're gonna change this color as well. And for this, I can go from reddish pink, so something like that would be cool. So this is the next step. So we're gonna take all of everything we have here, and we're gonna go to object, blend options, and make sure you select specified steps for this. And we can change this number to pretty much anything. We do like 20. And then after that, you're gonna see that nothing's happened. That's because we have to go to object and go to blend and go to make. So now it looks like this, which is some craziness going on, which looks pretty cool. But after we have that, we go to effect, distort, and transform, and go to zigzag. This is basically where the magic happens. So this is where we get that really cool shape we're looking for. So if we increase this, as you can see, there's already some craziness happening, looking pretty cool. If you want to go more geometric, you can go with corner, but if you want something smooth, you can do that as well. So we're gonna hit OK here. And so this already looks really cool, right? But if we want to, we can go to Effect, Distort, and Transform, and go to Pucker and Bloat. So this is a step that you're gonna find in the Mobox video if you watch that. But basically, bloat is going to, I guess, make it more sort of circle-ish. Like, I don't I don't really know the term to use, but it definitely changes your shape dramatically. Right now you'll see that this shape looks kind of weird, but that's only because that the effect is stacked on top of zigzag. So if we go to, okay, here it is. So if you go down to appearance, right, see how zigzag is on the top? You actually want to put zigzag below pucker and bloat, and now you have this really cool looking shape. So again, like all these little parts to it that kind of make it look like almost like a flower, I guess, is what the pucker and bloat effect does. So that's pretty cool. And then if we're gonna take this to another step, right, which is, this is what I did. Now if you guys don't have a lot of RAM on your PC, I know I don't have a lot on mine, it can get pretty laggy, but if we take this shape and we go to distort and transform again, and we go to transform, and we change the number of copies to something like 8, and then we just modify this angle here, what'll happen is it'll make an even crazier looking shape. And if you click on these little dots, I guess, right here on the left side of this square, you can make them rotate around each other. Look at that, perfect. So we can just go here, and we can go to object, expand appearance. So now this is one huge shape. Bring this down some more. And there we go, we have this crazy looking shape right here, and you can just use this for whatever you want. And we can also go back to here, go to effect, distort, transform, go back to zigzag, right? And we could just stick with this, change the corners, right? So if we go back to the direct selection tool, corners tool is right here. If you change this up, it'll actually change the look of your shape as well. So that's what we had it on. If you want to go more like this, you can. It's basically just something you guys can mess around with and use and just make some really cool stuff, right? It could go with something like this, and then we could go back to that pucker and bloat and just do something like this. Looks pretty cool. See if we can do something pretty insane here. I'm just gonna go 50 and just, oh yeah, so absolute craziness. So as you can see, you can get some pretty amazing results with this. Really cool technique. Gotta say, I like it a lot. So yeah, that's basically all you guys need to do for this really cool looking effect. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate all that stuff, all the support, and I will see you guys in the next video.